In the churning waters of San Francisco Bay, where foghorns wail like ghosts and seagulls circle eternally, stood Alcatraz, the Rock, a fortress prison deemed escape-proof, housing America's most notorious criminals from 1934 to 1963. Al Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, the Birdman of Alcatraz, all broken by its isolation. But on a moonless night in June 1962, 3 inmates dared the impossible. Frank Morris and brothers John and Clarence Anglin vanished into the mist, leaving dummy heads in their beds and a legacy of what if. Did they drown in the frigid currents or beat the rock to live free? As we dive into this daring escape with fresh 2025 analyses stirring debates, you'll grip your seat. The truth? It might have surfaced in Brazil or sunk forever. Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, perched on a 22-acre island 1.25 miles from shore, was designed to crush hope. Currents raged at 6 to 9 knots, water hovered at 55 degrees Fahrenheit, hypothermia in minutes. Sharks patrolled, though non-man-eating. Guards enforced silence. Cells were 5 by 9 feet, with steel bars and concrete. Break the rules, you go to prison. Break the prison rules, you go to Alcatraz, the saying went. Over 29 years, 36 men tried to flee. 23 recaptured, 6 shot, 2 drowned, 5 missing, presumed dead. Until Morris and the Anglins challenged the myth. Frank Lee Morris, inmate AZ-1441, was a criminal mindster. Born in 1926 in Washington, D.C., orphaned young, he racked up arrests for narcotics, armed robbery, and escapes from multiple prisons. IQ of 133, he was a chess whiz with a knack for locks. Transferred to Alcatraz in 1960 for bank robbery, he embodied cunning. John William Anglin, AZ-1476, and Clarence, AZ-1485, from a poor Georgia farming family, were serial bank robbers. John sentenced to 35 years, Clarence to 30. They arrived in 1961, having escaped together before. The trio met in Atlanta Penitentiary. At Alcatraz, they bonded in adjacent cells in B Block. Allen West, AZ-1335, a car thief and con man, joined the plot but got left behind. The plan hatched in December 1961, a symphony of patience and ingenuity. Using smuggled tools, metal spoons from the mess hall, a drill fashioned from a vacuum motor stolen by West, who worked maintenance, they chipped at 6 by 9-inch vents in their cells. Concrete weakened by sea air crumbled under cover of accordion music. Morris played to mask noise. Over 6 months, they enlarged holes to squeeze through, accessing a utility corridor behind the cells. There, they built a workshop. Climbing pipes to the roof, they fashioned a periscope from cardboard and mirrors to watch guards. Genius props emerged. Life vests in a raft from 50 stolen raincoats glued with contact cement, inflated via concertina bellows. Paddles from wood scraps. Dummy heads, masterpieces sculpted from soap, toilet paper, and real hair from the barbershop, painted flesh-toned with artist supplies. By June 1962, they were ready. West's hole proved too small. He begged for help, but the others proceeded without him. June 11, 1962, lights out at 9:30. The men placed dummies under blankets, slipped through the vents, and climbed to the roof, scaling a 30-foot wall with a hook from clamps. They slid down a bakery smokestack, hit the ground, inflated their 6 by 14-foot raft, and paddled into the bay around 10 p.m. Fog cloaked them. Tides pulled toward Angel Island, then Golden Gate. No alarms until morning count at 7:15 a.m. Guards poked a dummy. Its nose caved. Panic. The rock was beaten. The manhunt was massive. FBI, Coast Guard, military scoured the bay. Found a paddle on Angel Island, raincoat scraps, a waterproof packet with Anglin family photos and addresses. No bodies. West, stuck in his cell, spilled the plan, heading for Angel Island, stealing a car,
then robbing for new lives. FBI theorized they drowned. Currents would wash bodies to sea. But doubts crept. Sightings fueled legends. In 1962, a Norwegian ship spotted a body in prison garb near the Golden Gate, unrecovered. Friends claimed calls from Frank post-escape. In 1975, the Anglin family received unsigned Christmas cards for years. Brother Robert Anglin swore they attended their mother's funeral in 1978 in disguise. A 2015 History Channel doc claimed a photo from 1975 showed the brothers in Brazil. Facial recognition suggested 99% match. In 2018, a letter to the San Francisco Chronicle purported to be from John Anglin. "My name is John Anglin. I escaped from Alcatraz in June 1962. I am 83 years old and in bad shape. I have cancer." It detailed survival. Frank died in 2008, Clarence in 2011. FBI tested for DNA, no match to relatives, but handwriting analysis inconclusive. Theory split. Official, drowned, supported by 1962 FBI models showing bodies sinking. A 1979 Clint Eastwood film, Escape from Alcatraz, romanticized survival. Dutch scientists in 2014 simulated tides. With a 10 to 11 p.m. launch, they could reach Horseshoe Bay. If later, death by current. In 2023, AI-enhanced bay models suggested 60% survival chance with the right timing. Skeptics point to no confirmed crimes post-escape, odd for career criminals. As of December 2025, the enigma deepens. A November 2025 Discovery Plus series, Alcatraz, The Lost Evidence, unearthed West's unreleased interviews, hinting at a fifth conspirator, a guard bribed for tools. Declassified FBI files in October 2025 revealed monitored Anglin family wires in the 1980s, capturing cryptic talks of uncles in South America. Genetic genealogy firms like 23andMe report anonymous queries matching Anglin DNA branches in Brazil. Coincidence or clue? The U.S. Marshals, case still open, offer $250,000 reward. Alcatraz, now a national park drawing 1.5 million visitors yearly, features escape exhibits. Tourists paddle replica rafts and simulations. Did they beat the rock? Bones found on shores in 1963 didn't match. A 2025 podcast, The Rock Breakers, interviews descendants. An Anglin nephew claims a deathbed confession they made it to Mexico, then Brazil, living as farmers. Or did hypothermia claim them, bodies lost to the Pacific? This daring escape mocks the unbreakable. If it hooked you, subscribe to Hidden Crime Stories for more prison puzzles. Survivors or sunk? Your verdict. Comment below. Next, a heist that haunts. Stay locked in. Freedom's illusion can shatter.